Welcome to the Psych Spotlight. You're being tested, not with words, not with questions, but in silence, in stillness, in moments that seem meaningless but aren't. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and misunderstood aspects of female psychology: how women test men without saying a word. These tests aren't malicious. They're instinctive, ancient, built into her subconscious to detect strength, leadership, and emotional integrity. And if you fail them, she won't explain. She'll just slowly lose attraction. But if you pass, she'll lean in. So let's break this down. The unspoken tests. You've probably felt it. She pulls away emotionally, just slightly. She gives you the look, unreadable, distant. She suddenly goes quiet after being warm and affectionate. No words, no obvious reason, just a shift. These are unspoken tests, her way of feeling your energy, not your logic. Most men panic here. They start over-explaining, apologizing, seeking validation, and in doing so, they fail. But the men who remain calm, who don't chase, they pass. Why? Because women don't test what you say. They test who you are under pressure. The test of space. One of the most common silent tests is the withdrawal of warmth. She used to be bubbly, open, affectionate. Now she's distant, cold, unavailable. It's not rejection. It's a test. She wants to see what you'll do when her emotional sunshine disappears. Will you chase her? Will you beg for her attention? Or will you remain centered? Understand this. When a woman pulls away, she's not always trying to punish you. She's checking for something deeper. Your sense of self. Can you still stay grounded without her constant affection? Because if her mood controls your masculinity, she'll never fully trust you. The test of chaos. Another way women test men is through emotional turbulence. One moment she's laughing. The next she's irritated. Then back to sweet again. It feels random. But it's not. She's subconsciously creating emotional waves and watching how you surf them. Do you lose your cool? Do you get defensive? Or do you stay rooted calm in the storm? Understand this. A woman's emotions are like weather, always changing. She doesn't expect you to fix the storm. She expects you to be the mountain that doesn't move when it hits. Pass this test and she'll feel safe in your presence. Fail it and she'll see you as unstable. The test of silence. Silence is a language in itself. She's not talking. She's distant. You feel the energy shift. This is one of the most subtle and powerful tests. She's not ignoring you to punish you. She's watching how you react when you feel ignored. Do you spiral? Do you get passive-aggressive? Or do you remain composed? Silence tests your emotional self-control. Most men can't handle this. They try to force connection, get needy, or shut down. But the masculine man, he respects the space. He doesn't collapse emotionally. And eventually she returns not because he chased, but because she felt his stability. The test of comparison. Sometimes a woman will casually mention another man. A coworker who's really funny. An ex who used to take her places. A friend who really understands her. Most men hear this and instantly feel insecure. They try to compete. They try to prove their worth. But again, that's failure. She's not always trying to provoke jealousy. She's trying to see if you'll break your frame. Do you suddenly start defending yourself? Do you show weakness? Or do you stay unmoved? A confident man knows his value. He doesn't fear comparison because he doesn't compare. The test of rejection. You reach out. She says she's busy. You suggest plans. She isn't sure. You give affection. She doesn't respond. This isn't always a flat-out rejection. It's often a test of consistency under resistance. Are you the kind of man who gives up at the first sign of friction? Or do you keep showing up not to chase but because you're unshaken? Many men confuse persistence with neediness. The key difference? Neediness says, please like me. Masculine persistence says, I know who I am with or without you. And that is attractive. The test of emotional leadership. Women test emotional leadership in small, subtle ways. She might change plans last minute. She might create minor drama. She might forget something important. Why? Because she wants to feel if you lead with clarity or collapse into chaos. The masculine man doesn't react emotionally to every shift. He recalibrates. He responds. He brings direction to the interaction. She doesn't want a tyrant. She wants someone who can steer the emotional ship even when the waves hit. The test of presence. One of the deepest silent tests is the test of your presence. She's talking, but are you listening? She's looking, but are you seeing her? She's there, but are you really with her? Women feel presence on an instinctive level. They know when you're distracted, checked out, or just going through the motions. Passing this test means putting the phone down. It means looking into her eyes with full attention. It means feeling her energy, not just hearing her words. Presence isn't about perfection. It's about depth. And the man who can offer deep presence becomes unforgettable. Chapter 9: Why Women Test the Evolutionary Code. Now let's zoom out. Why do women test men in these silent, subconscious ways? It's not manipulation. It's biological intelligence. Throughout history, women had to develop strong intuition to survive and protect themselves and their offspring. She needs to know, can you handle pressure? Are you emotionally reliable? Will you stay grounded in the face of fear, confusion, and change? These tests aren't games. They're filters for leadership, strength, and emotional safety. How to pass without playing games. So how do you pass these tests? Here's the paradox. You don't try to pass them, because trying means performing, and performing means fear. The key is this: become the kind of man who naturally passes these tests. Ground yourself in purpose. Lead your own emotions before trying to lead hers. Embrace silence. Don't rush to fill it. Stay calm when she's not. Let your actions speak louder than explanations. Know your worth with or without her. This isn't about tactics. It's about transformation. The tests never stop. Here's the truth most men never learn. These tests don't stop once you win her over. In fact, they begin after she starts loving you. Because now she wants to know if the man she chose is real or just a performance. She wants to feel you can handle not just her but life. And she'll test through silence, withdrawal, emotion, comparison, chaos, and space. So don't fear the test. Don't avoid the discomfort. Welcome it. Because every test is a mirror, not of her, but of you. If you're ready to decode female psychology and level up your masculine presence, subscribe to channel. Seek spotlight. And remember, she's not testing you because she wants you to fail. She's testing you because she wants to feel safe in your strength. And if you can meet her silence with stillness, her chaos with calm, her tests with truth, she will trust you in ways no words could ever express.